Today I want to share with you how to brainstorm marketing ideas like Airbnb's 10-star experience. And I'll explain what that is in a second. But first, I find that most marketers and founders or entrepreneurs, they tend to limit themselves and put restraints and put themselves in a box of what they can do or what they should do because of resource constraints, budget, time, the fear of the negative impact that something could have on the business. But I want to share with you how to brainstorm without limits. And when you brainstorm without limits, you get the best ideas to actually solve your problems. I got this idea and this whole approach, and this is something I've been doing for the last 6 months now, from listening to Masters of Scale and the Airbnb episode. So definitely check that out. And in that interview, what they do is they talk to Brian, one of the founders, and he talks about the 6, 7, 8, 9, 10-star experience. So what these guys do is essentially they come up with ideas of like, what if we gave somebody a 6-star experience, like a 5-star experience? We all know what that is, right? That's like the best experience you can have at a place. If you go to a hotel, it's like they greet you at the door, they give you all the things you want, you're super happy, you're taken care of. But what about a 6-star experience? What about a 10-star experience? Like a 10-star experience is like you walk into the hotel and there's cameras flashing, they've got a beach towel ready for you, there's the beach right there, you walk into the beach and the water is perfect, right? And then there's David Hasselhoff who just comes running by. Maybe this is my 10-star experience, I don't know. Pamela Anderson's running, I guess I just watched Baywatch. Anyways, look, this is like the perfect world experience. Now, reality is you probably can't do that, but doesn't mean you can't think about business or marketing ideas that way. And so I want to share with you how to apply this approach to your business and how to apply these marketing ideas or this process so you can come up with better marketing ideas that actually solve your problems. The first thing you want to do when you think about this brainstorming process is to list out all of your problems. Is it traffic, activation, churn, conversion rate, LTV, whatever it is, customer satisfaction? It doesn't matter what it is, list them out. Next, have a brainstorming session to solve each of those problems. So let's say you have a traffic problem. Think about all the ideas in the world that you could do if they were done tomorrow with no budgets, no hard work. What would you do to solve a traffic problem? Anything in the world. Think about it that way. That's going to really help you open up. So you come with a bunch of ideas that can help you solve all the traffic problems or all your conversion problems. Now sleep on it and do another brainstorming session for the next problem and list out all the different problems, list out all the different ideas based off the problems and just sleep on it. The next day, I want you to come back and write down next to your idea the impact that idea will have on your business. Is it going to help you 10x your traffic? How much traffic is it going to get you? What do you think that conversion tactic that you listed out in the perfect world would actually help you improve? Then I want you to actually organize that based off of the impact. So take all of your ideas, probably want to do this not on pen and paper, but I want you to organize all of your ideas based off the impact. Biggest impact to lowest impact. Why? Because now you can think about how to make these things into reality. These are ideas you're probably not going to come up with without looking at the world without limits. So you feel really good. You've got the world at your fingertips. You can do whatever you want. Now I want you to bring this back down to reality. So you take your top 3 ideas for every problem you're trying to solve, or top 5 if you have a lot, based off the impact, the top 5 highest impact. And I want you to think about how could you execute that in reality? What would it take to do? How many people need to be working on it? Do you need, like, if it's let's say you need to write a video, you want to shoot a commercial, what is it going to take to actually get that done? Write it out. I know it's still working with unrealistic ideas or whatever, imaginary ideas with no limits, but think about what it's going to take to actually get it done. One of the things I like to do and why I like doing this is that when you go through this process of how to get it done, somehow your brain, you process how to realistically get this done. If you want to shoot film, a short video or a commercial, you might be like, oh, we could hire a videographer on Craigslist. We can get my cousin is a script writer. You're just gonna find all these things that you could do, and you get it closer to reality. It's still not reality. It's still probably not possible within how you can do it. Otherwise, you would have come out with it before. but it's getting closer and closer to reality. Now what I want you to do, and this is the last step, is essentially take the most realistic ideas out of there that can have, again, the highest impact. We're still starting about highest impact, and figure out actually how to get them done. This is usually the thing that the biggest thing that you're not doing that you should be doing that can make a big impact on your business. So I'll give you a real life example. At Mailshake, for the last 6 to 9 months, I've been doing customer campaign reviews where I actually review people's campaigns. Now, this idea came up a year or two ago. I never did it because, frankly, it's too resource intensive. I can't spend 30 minutes, an hour on a customer's campaign. We have 5,000 customers. Actually, we have 14,000 customers, but we have thousands and thousands of customers using the product. How the heck can I spend thousands and thousands of hours doing this? Thousands of hours, like a whole year of work. But then I realized, okay, what if we offer the campaign review at a certain time? Or what if we did this? And I just figured out a way to actually get it done. Turns out the thousands of hours I was actually going to spend turned out to be about 5 or 10 hours a week because I only offer the campaign review as somebody who was writing the campaign, or I offered it right after they wrote the campaign, they sent it off, or I offered it to people who had a low open rate. These are all things that we did that made that idea into reality. And again, that like, oh my God, it's going to be tens of thousands of hours of work because we have tens of thousands of customers, turned it into about 5 to 10 hours. And then we figured out whether the idea is impacting our business. For us, it's increasing LTV, reducing churn, and increasing the success rate of our customers. Those are the few metrics that we use. And then we scaled it. Now we have it in the product when you're writing your campaign, and we actually built a scalable solution. So we built this this algorithm, this formula that as you're writing checks the things that that are obviously wrong with your email copy and gives you some warnings and flags. Now, these are all filters and criteria based off doing hundreds of campaign reviews, based off an idea that I didn't think was possible because of the hours in the day. But now we created a scalable solution and emphasized and promoted this non-scalable solution. And to be honest, it's much cheaper for us to hire more people to review campaigns than it is for us to lose our customers. It's much better to increase our LTV by 20, 30, 40%. It's much cheaper to hire somebody than it is to get new customers that can match that revenue by that LTV. So hopefully that helps you come up with better ideas and take those boundaries, those shackles off of your marketing ideas. And again, listen to that Brian episode of Airbnb's interview on Masters of Scale because it's gonna really open your eyes.